guys, I'm Sarah Showalter Fiat, and I just thought I'd make a quick little video for you guys having to do with the meal plan that I talked about on that post yesterday. It just seemed like it might be a little bit easier to explain. So here goes. My husband, Roman, is French, and we had our daughter, Clover, 2 years ago, and really, even before we had her, but especially after we had her, it really started to feel like the amount of time we spent cooking and thinking about food, at least for me anyway, was overwhelming. My husband, being French, loves to cook, but it's been this multi-year process of us trying to figure out how he can still cook fresh foods that are really healthy and enjoyable and that he likes, while not having it monopolize all of our time together in order to do so. So I'm gonna say I was really surprised by how many people reached out to me. I had about 30 people message me, and it hasn't even been 24 hours, about wanting the meal plan. So I don't know exactly what each of you is looking for, and so I'm gonna send you some really basic stuff of what we have, and then I would love it if you told us what you were really looking for. So my husband has actually toyed with the idea of making this into a method and website because he loves it and we love it so much. So I'd love your feedback, positive or negative, on what we use as templates and whether or not they work for you or they make sense to you. So doing the best we can here, okay? So there are 3 documents I'll share with you through Google Drive. One is like your booklet of recipes. So for example, like, this is week C here, and so that's the 3rd week. I originally said I had 5 weeks of meal rotation, but actually we used to have 5, and then I nixed some of our recipes, so we condensed week 5 throughout the other weeks so that I liked all the recipes. So we actually have 4 right now, but anyway. So this, if you are looking for recipes, I can send you our actual recipes, but a lot of them are in French right now, and that'll take me a few more days to get. And I think most of you probably have the recipes that you like. You just are looking for a better way of scheduling when you cook them and taking less time at the grocery store. The second document is the actual schedule, which looks like this. It has what you're having for lunch and dinner every day. This is actually kind of an older version that we still have printed out, but it's color-coded to say when you're having something that's left over versus when something is being cooked that night. That was because until recently my husband was cooking about every other day or every 3 days, and now he cooks once a week in batch. So it also has on here, like on Saturday, it says you have to, or rather on Thursday of this week, we would have to thaw the fish for Friday because he has it frozen. So it's like little reminders on here of what's happening in the future, or whether you make twice as much rice today so that you have enough for tomorrow as well. It also says what time you have to warm up dinner. So that was really useful because my husband did all the cooking, and then I, being the person that was often here to start warming it up, wouldn't know what he had planned. Even if it said on here, I didn't know what I had to do. So at 5:30 it says put the moussaka in the oven or whatever. So schedule. And the third document, the most overwhelming, is the grocery list. So again, I'll include this, but it has on here the items for week C, and it has the whole list of all the ingredients needed, where you get them. So this first one, they're all, the first 10 or so are in the bulk section. For us, that means at Rainbow, but, and then there's meat, dairy section. I forget what this is. Sometimes these annotations are in French, so I can't remember, but basically like dairy meat section, which are usually together. And then there's packaged foods. A lot of times we get like shredded cheese and stuff that's packaged. Well, I guess that would be in dairy, but like here, packaged is strained tomatoes in a can or what have you. And then the produce section. So then when you go to the grocery store, you're getting, instead of looking like a recipe list, like, okay, I gotta go over here for milk, I gotta go over here for cans, you're just like, I do all the bulk, then I do all the dairy, etc. And then it has the total that you need for that week's recipes. So for here, this is baking powder, 1 teaspoon. I mean, we probably have that. So each week my husband goes, okay, do we have enough baking powder? Well, I don't need to go buy that. This is just the list of every ingredient he'll actually need for the recipes, but a lot of times we still have them. So further down, we'll need 1 avocado. And then, I hope this is not running on, but I felt it was easier than explaining in an email. Then he has Sunday lunch, Sunday dinner, Saturday lunch, Saturday lunch, Saturday dinner, Sunday lunch, dinner, Monday lunch, dinner, etc., etc. And he writes down when he needs each of those things. And then the document I send you, if you zero out something over here, then it'll automatically zero it out in the what I need for this week. So for example, if we have dinner plans on Thursday night, he'll go for Thursday dinner and go, okay, we don't need anything in this column because I'm not going to cook for Thursday dinner. So he'll zero that out, and it'll applicably, either zero it out for the grocery list or minus that amount. So we know, okay, I need 2 avocados this week. One's for Wednesday's lunch and one's for Thursday's dinner. Oh, okay, well now we don't need Thursday dinner. Well, it's automatically going to say I only now need 1 avocado at the grocery store. So those are the documents. Like I said, I think what would be most helpful is that are the second two, the scheduling of the meals and the automation of your recipes into your grocery list. Because I think a lot of you probably have recipes you already like or your kids like. If you want recipe suggestions, I can totally send you ours. It'll just take us a little bit to translate them. And yeah, my husband's like really jazzed and excited that you guys are so excited. So I really would love positive or negative feedback, or if you have questions, email me and I will ask my husband, obviously, or he'll email you or something. He's really excited to see what people think of his method. So yeah, and the other thing is he's really adamant about starting small. It is some work up front, as you can imagine. So putting all of your recipes into the weekly grocery list, for example, is kind of time consuming and annoying, but over time it gets easier and easier because you don't have to do that. We don't do it anymore, right? It's all already automatically populated in there. So I would say if you're overwhelmed by it, or if you just want to try something new, schedule 1, 2, 3 meals a week, and that's it, or whatever the number seems like for you. And then if you like it after a week or two, add more, or schedule an entire week and do that same week for 2 weeks, or schedule 1 week and then you're on vacation next week. I don't know what that looks like for you, but don't feel you have to do all of this in his method from the beginning. He's very much an engineer, so this isn't necessarily super user-friendly, but it's also very utilitarian. So, okay, I've rambled enough. Nice to meet you guys. Hope it works out for you. Hope you like it. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, Roman.
Yes.
We're here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, talking about your meal plan.
In our huge kitchen.
In our huge, beautiful San Francisco shoebox of a kitchen here. Toddler art on the fridge. Okay, so I have explained to them more or less what we're including.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just wanted to show them that you have them, these templates are right here on the wall.
Yeah,
for you.
That's an important part for me, that they are printed here. I realized this as I practiced this, but when I used to follow a recipe, I'd be jumping on the computer and how do you do this again? And I'd be looking online and something is burning in my back. Anyway, so I really try, and this is important to me, and it's been really efficient now that I do this, to have everything printed here in the kitchen. It allows me to really stay in my focus and basically cook faster, but also cook better. I don't have anything burning, for example. So Sarah has probably explained that a little bit to you guys, but I'm just going to review that real quick. There's 3 parts of this method. There's the recipes, the booklet with the recipes. There's the schedule that tells you what you eat during the week and at what hours. and there's the grocery list. Okay, they all are linked together, and so the way we do it today, we used to cook every other week, but today
Every other
we
day.
found that it's
We used to-
every other day. Sorry, every other day, and we found that it's more efficient now that I cook once a week. So I do like a big session of cooking, and it takes me like 2-3 hours every week. But like the kitchen's a big mess, but then it's done. You don't have to clean 5 times a week. You just clean once a week your kitchen, and everything is ready in the freezer or in the fridge for you to eat during the week. And so something else important that I do now is that I actually I shop for grocery once a month for most of what I need, and only the fresh produce I will need to get once a week. But even for that, we get a CSA box every week, so I barely need anything other than this like big monthly grocery run. And
It's really just like bananas and my half and half for
Yeah.
coffee.
which are not part of the meal plan actually. So yeah, and what I do is that before I do my big cooking session, I just look at my vegetables that I have from the CSA box. I'm like, okay, I have these recipes. Let's say I'm making a chili con carne, and I'm making a quiche with vegetables, and making like baked fish. Well, these recipes come originally, let's say for the chili con carne, there's like bell peppers, like tomatoes, and then onions. Well, if I don't have bell pepper that week, but I have zucchini from the box, from the CSA, then I'm gonna put zucchini instead. So that, that will require a little bit of like intuition of like what would work or not, but it can't really go very wrong if you put like good vegetables in a good recipe. Just if you're not sure, just like change it slightly, and step by step you'll understand what will make it work or not. But that's what I really try to do. And since I've been doing this, the monthly grocery run, and using the CSA, instead of buying new produce, it's been great. Like, it saves me a bunch of time. It saves us money because we don't have to buy a produce and waste it because we didn't use all the box, for example. So yeah, that's been a really good adventure. Plus, it's seasonal because the vegetables we get from the box is seasonal, and my wife and my daughter seems to like it, so it looks like it works.
Yeah. I think a lot of that, though, came also, like, when you know the recipe really well, oh, I can just trade this in and out.
Yeah.
If you hadn't already done those particular recipes, like, a bazillion times, it
Yeah.
would be hard to modify off the bat.
No, that's true, and that comes with practice. That's really what I suggest to you guys is, if you don't like to cook at the moment, or if you don't cook a lot, just start simple and start like with like 2-3 meals for
Like,
1
you
week.
schedule them.
You schedule them. You use the templates. You do the grocery run with the templates that is here, and see how it goes for like 2-3 meals a week, and see how your family like it. That's important. Like, I really try to listen to the feedback. Even my 2-year-old, she gives me feedback. She's like, I like soup. I eat 3 bowls of soup, and I don't really like this ratatouille, so we're gonna try to make the ratatouille differently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so really listen to your feedback and family, because they are your best audience. They're gonna tell you what's good or not, and when they actually like what you make, it's a great feeling
Right.
that you've cooked for them all the week. So yeah, that's how we make it happen.
So you're really saying that I am the whole reason for the success of the meal plan.
I don't know about that. You're part of the success of that for sure. I think Clover, our daughter, is part of it too. She's a good audience,
Okay, I'm just...
she's cooking.
oh, yeah, she helps you
She
a lot,
helps,
actually.
definitely. And it's also a part that I like in this meal plan, is to include the kids in it,
Yeah.
in the cooking.
Speaking of
Speaking of
which,
which-
she's crying, so there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.